Well, here we are, another weekend coming to a close. I don't quite know the date. Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock. Next weekend is Memorial Day. We will be back Wednesday night through Monday afternoon. And I will get my weed whacker up here. Well, I had my weed whacker up here this weekend and did quite a bit. But next weekend, the mower will come up and we'll get it mowed. But not a lot accomplished on the cabin itself this weekend, at least not that I did. But we did have a major milestone, which we had an electrician come and wired the electrical panel. All of the leads, I think there was 10 20 amp circuits and two double 20s and one 40 amp for the double 40 for our stove oven range combination. And we had him wire all that in, and he did not charge us. The going rate, as in Connecticut, would be $95 to $125 an hour. It was $35 an hour, so we had him continue wiring all of our switches, our light switches, etc. When I have a gang of wires in a two-switch box, power in, power out, and 3 lights, it becomes a little hectic for me. Actually, I don't particularly like doing it at all. It's 5 wires in 1 box. Very frustrating. So we had him do that, and he was here for 5.5 hours, and it was $225. He brought a few pieces of material with him too. So money well spent. Probably the best money, second best money we spent. The first best money was, well, it doesn't matter. But what I did was I continued cleaning this ledge back here. We always wanted to open it up, and a couple of years ago, as I said in last week's video, I sprayed these wild bushes. You can see that one straight ahead, that took over this whole area here until we bulldozed it. But we sprayed them 2 years ago. They die, then they come up by the roots, and then the other bush, which you can see them lining back there, they're a low-growing evergreen, very prickly bush. I sprayed those too, not with a poison, but what it does is it absorbs in the leaves, and it goes to the roots and kills the enzymes in the root system. And again, therefore, it makes it very easy to come out. But oh my goodness, the amount that came out. It may not look like I did a lot, but if you look back at last week's video and see this area, you'll see that there's quite a bit that I took out. My goal is to keep cleaning right down to that area where that larger maple tree is, and stop there. And there's also a oh my goodness, I can't think of the name of it. This tree right here, one of those right there, and stop right in that area. But clean out any of the things that I sprayed so it'll look nice and clean. Grass will continue up to that maple when it's just starting to bloom, and that'll be it. But as we come back here to our brush pile, which is enormous, always make your brush pile 5 times further back than you think you're going to need it to be, because someday you may expand your property and start having to move your brush pile. But look at it all. This is, you can see the original pile right there. But all that, all the way back, it's got to go back 20 feet, was what I brought up this weekend. And all the leaves, the new leaves on that pile, all came from down there. And thank you, Father, for holding my back out. My back stayed together. And thank you. The other thing, too, is I come back down. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can zoom in. But straight ahead, at the end of this pathway, is my game camera. I thought I would capture all types of animals, because I figured this would be a walkway for them. But not necessarily. You can see the steel post coming up. Whoops. Right about there, and not a lot of action. I thought there'd be quite a bit. I thought this would be their thoroughfare or throughfare for them. It's like a highway So as we bulldozed this area 2 years ago, and you can see the remnant of the pile that we still have down below, I'm just so fearful to burn it. It's just a huge pile of dry tinder now that it's just gonna rage. Anyway, as we picked up stone after stone after stone here, we threw it right into here. Again, as I said about the brush pile, move it back as far as you can. Throw the stones 3 times further back into the woods as you clear your area. Because I had to pick them all up now from this area and kick them back up into there. Another cool thing, see this stone coming out? This is slate. This area in the state of New York is well known for its slate. And you could see the angle. It's coming out of the ground at, at least a 45-degree angle, maybe even a little steeper. And you can see how it's in layers. Well, this is east, and of course west is behind me. And slate, when you know it's ledge, runs east to west. That's how slate runs in this area, and you know that it's ledge coming out of the earth. If it runs north to south, it's just some large piece of stone that was moved there during the Ice Age, or not the Ice Age, but the glacier. Yeah, I guess that's the Ice Age, and had deposited. So this runs all the way down. You can see a little piece coming out of the ground there, but it's still coming up. You can see the rise right here, and I'm going to clean back to there. And I'm not going to plant grass. I'm going to plant some grass right here, but let the rest grow. Well, I guess that's about it. Yeah, that's it until next weekend. All right, signing off. Thank you.